This is the entirety of the journey, 7,500 miles from Peru to Vanuatu, 265 days at sea. So I'm quite proud of that trip, really. The go is when you row across an ocean, you register your row with the Ocean Rowing Society, ORS. And if you break a world record, then they're the official adjudicators for Guinness. They've got this amazing database where they've registered every person that's ever rowed an ocean. So when I got back to Australia, there was this discussion that they had with me about what the Pacific really did encapsulate. And they were talking about the fact that if you look at New Zealand, east of New Zealand is certainly the Pacific Ocean, but west of New Zealand is the Tasman Sea, not the Pacific. And in the exact same vein, east of Vanuatu is the Pacific and west of Vanuatu is the Coral Sea. And so in their minds, I had completed my crossing. I had rowed across the Pacific. And then a couple of weeks ago, I received this certificate in the mail. And it says here, Tom Robinson, the youngest person to row across the Pacific Ocean. And obviously, going across the Pacific, I knew that that record wasn't everything. And there were much more important things about this journey. But I guess to have that official recognition at the end is something that does warm my heart a bit. And as a child, I'd read so many books about adventurers, sailors, and explorers. And I really feel like I've had this remarkable experience. And now I can really tell people some of the things I learned along the way and what this sort of experience does to a person. For sort of a big chunk of the journey, I was ultimately content with who I was and where I was. I had so much time to think and to feel, and combine that with the physical exertion. And it's this really sort of ascetic spiritual experience. My transition from the first leg to Penryn, it took some time to get used to. And then for the first time in my life, I was living in this prosperous, happy community where their main goal is this real love for their island, love for nature, love for family, and just love for each other in general.